If you are running an e-commerce brand in 2026, choosing the wrong email platform could cost you thousands in lost revenue. And today I'm diving deep into the two biggest names in e-commerce email marketing, Omnisend versus Klaviyo. Now, for full transparency, this video is sponsored by Omnisend. But that being said, I've used both platforms extensively and I'm going to give you my honest breakdown of where each one shines. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which platform is right for your business based on your business size, budget, and goals. Whether you are just starting out or scaling to 7 figures, the platform you choose today will determine how quickly you can launch campaigns. It'll also dictate how much support you'll get when things go wrong, and ultimately, how much revenue you'll generate from your email list. Now, with all that being said, let's dive straight in.
Cool. So, Omnisend versus Klaviyo, what is best for ecom in 2026, and more specifically, what is going to be best for you and your brand? At a bird's eye view, just to put it in front of you, the difference between Omnisend and Klaviyo. Omnisend is an e-commerce first marketing automation platform focused on speed and value. Okay, so that's a big USP. Not only is it the speed aspect, but also the value for money as well, and what you actually get from this platform is pretty much unmatched. Okay, Klaviyo, on the other hand, is a CRM with advanced analytics and strong segmentation and a lot of flexibility. Okay, both integrate with Shopify, BigCommerce, WooCommerce, and other major platforms, so there's no bottleneck here when it comes to migration. Obviously, do your own research, but at a bird's eye view and a glance, there is no issues with that. Okay, so what the key difference is and what's going to be best for your brand. Quick disclaimer as well, if you want to get access to this document and get tucked in straight away, you can go ahead and download this in the description, and you will be able to click on both these links here to either get access to Klaviyo or Omnisend. But before you do that, bear with me, let's actually break down the benefits of each platform. Let's go through Omnisend first from left to right and just see what the key differences are. So Omnisend has got 300 plus ready-made e-commerce templates, okay? It wasn't around 250 before I made this video, so I'm just putting that as a disclaimer because I'm sure they're going to add more templates over time, okay? And these are not just email templates. If we click on this link here, you can see on here they've got email templates, they've got pop-up templates, embedded form templates, landing page templates, and they've also got flyout form templates as well. And you can scroll through here, browse all that email templates. There is no shortage of different campaigns you would possibly need, especially when it comes to specific niches, seasonal campaigns, stuff like that, right? They have got everything. Big USP, especially if you're just getting started and have no idea what you're doing and you want to get stuff out as quickly as possible. Next up is the AI assist for both subject lines and copy, and a few other things as well. We've got 2 links here. First is their free AI subject line generator. If, for example, I've got a summer sale for sneakers, I can just type that into here, click generate, and then AI is basically going to generate some subject lines that you can go ahead and just copy straight away and put into your subject line for your email. In addition to this, they've got a full page going through a bunch of different AI tools that they've got. And I'm not going to go through all of these incrementally because we'll be here all day, but they've got pretty much anything for content when it comes to copywriting, subject lines, pre-headers. They've also got personalization for product recommenders, dynamic content, campaign boosters, and even stuff like this, right? Churn prediction, crazy stuff, RFM analysis, segment builders, there's a lot, okay? And if you are feeling a little lost and want to see what these key features are, scroll to the bottom of this page and you will see a video walking you through all of the AI they have at their disposal. Next up is the guided campaign starters with presets. Now, if I click on this link here, I think this is very valuable and something that you need to think of, especially if you're a beginner or you're just a solopreneur or have a small team. Really ask yourself, are you more of a visual learner? Because with Omnisend, what I find is all of that articles and the information they've got across their entire platform when it comes to support is very visually engaging, is easy to digest. They've got images, they've got GIFs, they've got videos, pretty much anything that you would need when it comes to support, they have at their disposal. Compare that to Klaviyo, which we'll get onto in a minute. They don't really do as much imagery or videos to help you if you become stuck. That is a big USP and something to think about. Next up is the native discount code block. So it has a built-in discount code functionality that automatically generates and inserts unique codes without any third-party apps. You can learn a little bit more about this inside of here. Again, pretty simply put, really big powerful feature from Omnisend here. Last thing is the plug and play product recommendations. Okay, so they got product blocks that automatically sync with your store. And if you, for example, was to update pricing on your product, update the images, it all links in real time. So if you've got any automations that you set up last month where it's got dynamic product blocks inside of here, it's gonna basically update that in real time so that it's got the correct pricing, the correct images, and you don't have to go around and start messing with any stuff that you set up a few months ago. So that is the Omnisend advantages. Now for Klaviyo, I've got a few things here listed down. We've got the advanced product blocks that adapt to each customer using basically AI to adapt based on these different behaviors of browsing and purchasing behavior. Okay, and you can learn a little bit more about this inside of here when we click on this link, and it walks you through this. But again, be mindful, like look how less visually engaging this is. Like they do have a few images here and there, but for the most part, it's a lot of blocks of text, okay? But you can see how this works here based on these different product feeds. Next up, we've got universal content blocks for enterprise level brand consistency. So you basically have reusable template components that update globally across all campaigns when modified. So basically a universal product block would be something like this, like your footer or potentially your header with your logo if you have your logo as a static header. Of course, the main thing here is it saves you a bit of time when it comes to creating the footer, so you don't have to do that manually every single time. Other than this, we've got advanced segmentation integration with dynamic show/hide logic. So basically what this means is you've got templates that automatically adapt content based on real-time customer segments, which shows different content to different audiences inside of the same email. And you can see here with the AI, obviously you can describe the segment. So for example here, I want customers who purchased last holiday season but didn't use a discount code and have a predicted value of over $500. And it can create these smart segments for you using AI, which is very, very powerful, especially when you have a large email list. Now, I thought this would be good to show as well is side by side what Omnisend has that Klaviyo doesn't. So Omnisend has got native web push notifications built directly into the platform, which basically means you can send push alerts to visitors, browsers, even when they are not on your website. Okay, and these can be used in both campaigns and automations, giving brands another channel to reach customers beyond just email and SMS. Klaviyo does not offer browser web push notifications natively, so obviously you need to rely on third-party tools in order to achieve the same result. Second to this is built-in landing pages for lead capture. Omnisend includes built-in landing pages designed specifically for email and SMS list growth. So you can quickly create pages for email sign-up campaigns, lead magnets, promotion opt-ins. Klaviyo doesn't offer sign-up forms and hosted sign-up pages. What I will say here is that Klaviyo does offer sign-up forms and hosted sign-up pages, but many brands still rely on these third-party tools or their e-commerce platform for more fully customized landing pages. So Omnisend tends to be more beginner-friendly here when it comes to building those quick lead capture pages. This is a huge benefit here is the strong free plan 24/7 support. So one of Omnisend's biggest advantages is its free plan support. Omnisend offers 24/7 live chat and email support even on the free tier. Okay, so for smaller brands or businesses just getting started, this can be extremely valuable when you need help setting up automations or troubleshooting campaigns. Klaviyo's support is generally more limited on the free plan, and most of its real-time support is only available when you are on the paid tiers. Now, the next thing to mention is the AI content generation included with Omnisend, because AI tools for generating subject lines and email copy. These tools are designed to help marketers quickly draft campaigns, improve open rates, and reduce the time spent writing email content. Klaviyo does obviously offer AI features, but its AI tools are often more focused on predictive analytics and advanced customer insights rather than just content generation. Now, when it comes to what Klaviyo has that Omnisend doesn't, it is more of a predictive analytic benefit. So for example, Klaviyo includes predictive analytics built directly into the platform. So that could be predicted customer lifetime value, it could be churn risk, it could be expected next order rate, predicted gender. And brands can basically use this data to build more advanced segments and targeted campaigns. Omnisend's AI tools are more focused on content creation and automation rather than predictive behavioral modeling. Next thing to mention is the more advanced segmentation and personalization. Klaviyo is known for its powerful segmentation engine because marketers can build segments based on purchase history, browsing behavior, customer lifetime value, engagement patterns, and of course that predictive analytics, okay, which allows brands to create highly personalized campaigns and automation flows that adapt based on customer behavior. Omnisend does, of course, still offer strong segmentation, but Klaviyo's system tends to be more advanced for data-driven targeting. Another thing to mention is the reusable content blocks. So you can create reusable content blocks that can be updated globally across multiple campaigns. Just like I showed you earlier in the footer of that email campaign. So if you was to have any promotional banners, they can be created in a reusable section, any product highlights, footer blocks, or any other types of offering. And when these are updated, they can automatically be updated across the campaigns when they are used, which again makes it a lot easier for larger teams to maintain consistent brand messaging and templates at scale. Last is the mobile app push notification. Klaviyo supports mobile push notifications for brands that have a connected mobile app. This allows e-com brands with their own apps to send emails, SMS, and mobile push notifications from the same automation flows. Omnisend currently does not support any mobile app push notifications natively. So the bottom line here is that Omnisend and Klaviyo are of course both powerful platforms, but they are built with slightly different priorities. Omnisend focuses more on simplicity, ease of use, which gives smaller brands more tools out of the box at a much more efficient rate. Klaviyo, on the other hand, is designed to give larger e-commerce brands deeper data, more advanced segmentation, and stronger predictive analytics. And if you stay with me, at the end of this video, we will break down fully what is best for your brand based on its size, goals, and its niche. Now, when it comes to list building features, Omnisend has got the native landing pages. Now, I wanted to actually show you what this looks like and how you can benefit from this. There's two benefits from this. Obviously, one, you can send traffic to go ahead and collect the actual email, as you can see here. Obviously, there's more stuff than just emails you can collect, but yeah, the main thing is there's dedicated landing pages and templates to collect people's email addresses. We've also got the SMS that you can do as well, and I'll get onto that in just a second. Huge benefit to the list building features by having a dedicated landing page. With the pop-up forms, when it comes to flyouts, embedded forms, spin to win gamification, obviously both platforms offer these types of pop-ups. And if you're not too sure what a spin to win wheel is, it basically looks like this. And what happens is you can basically set this to whatever incentive you want to offer people once they've gave you that email address. Really good, high converting pop-up form. Now, when it comes to the dedicated shareable landing pages, as you can see here, what you can do is you can send people to this landing page for social media campaigns, QR codes, and even influencer partnerships, which you can then go ahead and capture SMS or again the email. Now, when it comes to segmentation and targeting, obviously Klaviyo has got deeper analytics, so it's got AI predicted customer behavior, using advanced data science, identifying who's likely to churn and when customers will make their next purchase. Omnisend has got real-time segments with AI segment builders, but Omnisend focuses on actionable segments that update in real time and sync directly with advertising platforms for retargeting. And you can learn a little bit more about this on here. My final verdict here is that it's a tie with functionality, but Omnisend, I would say, wins here on faster implementation. Now, when it comes to automation and workflows, Omnisend has a powerful advantage here because it has got a bunch of pre-built presets for all major e-com flows. And we can actually see here all the different flows available at our disposal. Okay, we've got welcome, cart abandonment, browse abandonment, post-purchase, transactional. There's a ton here, and all you need to do is click customize workflow, and what it will do is just open this up and everything's basically done for you, ready to go. Another thing to mention here as well, when it comes to building out these flows, it is very easy to just drag and drop what you want inside of every single sequence. Next thing is the combination of email, SMS, and web push in a single workflow. All of your automations can be unified with these different channels that we have at our disposal. And you can see here, if I wanted to have email, SMS, or push notification, I can just put it all into the same flow. And then last but not least is obviously it's just a faster setup and launch time. Like most automations can literally be activated within minutes using these pre-built templates. So Klaviyo's strengths when it comes to automations is the fact that it's got 80+ ready-made flow templates with advanced branching, covering common e-commerce use cases like the welcome series, abandoned cart, browse abandonment flow, post-purchase follow-ups, win-back campaigns. And these flows also support more advanced conditional branching and trigger logic, okay? This basically allows brands to build more complex automation journeys. And you can click on here if you want to learn a little bit more about these flows. As a whole, I would say there's not really too much limitation with the workflows. You can get everything that you need to get done, but perhaps Klaviyo here would win in terms of having more technical and advanced conditions that can obviously allow for those complex automation journeys. Now, customer support. This is a major differentiator. Omnisend has been renowned for its award-winning customer support. It's won multiple Stevie Awards for customer service excellence and demonstrating consistent support quality. It's also got 24/7 live chat and email on all plans with an average response time of around 4 minutes. So you're not sitting there in a state of anxiety waiting for your issue to be resolved if that is the case. You've got account experts, dedicated account specialists available to help with strategy and implementation. They really do thrive when it comes to customer support. Klaviyo, on the other hand, has just got email support. It does have live chat support if you are a paid user. They've also got help center documentations, which again can be a bit techy, especially if you're more of a visual learner. And obviously they've got community resources. Now, real-time support options are primarily available for paid customers, but free users generally rely on those documentation and self-service resources. So this is something you need to be mindful of if you are not on the paid plan. Now, when it comes to pricing, Omnisend obviously thrives here because it has got a more straightforward pricing model. It is simple, transparent pricing based on contacts with all features included at each tier. It has also got web push included as well, which Klaviyo doesn't offer at all, okay? Klaviyo obviously scales by volume and channels, but there is no web push notifications as we just mentioned. It has more complex pricing that increases based on both contact count and channels used with no web push options. So if you actually click on these two links, we can compare them side by side. Omnisend, if we was to go on to say, 10,000 contacts, you can see here it's around $105 per month for the Pro plan, $92 for the standard. Obviously, you save 30% off if you pay 3 months up front, but there is an additional $105 monthly bonus in global SMS credits, okay? And you can see a few of the T's and C's down here as the additional add-ons, but let's just quickly compare that to Klaviyo, as you can see here. Now, when it comes to the marketing plan, if we put this onto 10,000 now, call it 150. If you just tip over the 10,000, it's around $175 a month, okay? And as you can see here, it does get a bit techy with the mobile messaging in terms of costs. Kind of hard to put a actual price on it when you're looking at different channels, different regions when it comes to the cost, okay? Data and analytics, obviously you can see how price changes from this as well. Again, there's a ton of different payment plans here. So I'm not going to go through all of these, but the main one you would need is obviously marketing. So just to quickly go through that, channel comparison, Omnisend obviously has got email, SMS, and web push, okay? And they all work seamlessly together. Klaviyo has got email, SMS, MMS, mobile push, and WhatsApp as well. So you've got more channel variety with WhatsApp and mobile, but it is still missing that web push notification element. Speed to value comparison. Okay, so Omnisend obviously is going to win on the speed aspect because of the templates that it has at its disposal, the setup speed in terms of pre-built automations already being set up for you, making it a lot more quicker and for you to get tucked in. Out of the box functionality with more features that work immediately without having to configure or integrate with X, Y, and Z. And then of course the support accessibility with 24/7 help. Klaviyo does win on the advanced analytics depth with deeper data science and predictive modeling capabilities. It's also got more powerful predictions for customer behavior and lifetime value. And if you are obviously an enterprise level brand, it's going to be a lot better for you with more sophisticated workflow logic and custom integration options. So that brings us to the final, ultimatum. What is going to be best for you? Well, simply put, if you are a startup or a small brand doing around $0 to $500,000 annually, then of course I would suggest Omnisend. I would also suggest Omnisend if you're doing around 500K to 5 million annually. And you can just pause the video and read any of these USPs here or benefits here as to why this would be better for you. Klaviyo is going to be best for brands who are a much larger scale. If you're doing over 5 million annually and you do want obviously more complex workflows and deeper insights with your analytics, it makes sense to shift over to Klaviyo. If you are a quick growing brand doing 2 to 10 million, you can see why this would be beneficial as well. Industry-specific recommendations, I would choose Omnisend if you are a fashion or apparel brand, if you do beauty or cosmetics, home goods, lifestyle, service-based businesses as well, needing web push for appointment reminders. Choose Klaviyo if you are a subscription brand because you're going to require complex lifecycle management and also if you are doing high ticket B2C or multiple brand enterprises. Other than that, the main questions you really need to ask yourself is the time to value. Do you need results in X amount of days or weeks? Okay, if you want to get quicker results, Omnisend might be your best bet. If you've got a smaller team as well, around 1 to 3 marketers, definitely choose Omnisend. Or if you've got 5+ specialists, maybe Klaviyo is a better play for you. Do you also have the technical resources? If it's limited, Omnisend does a lot of the heavy lifting for you. Or do you have dedicated developers? Klaviyo might be a better shout. When it comes to budget, do you want simple pricing or are you willing to invest in advanced features that Klaviyo provides? And of course, if you are looking for growth at scale and you want to scale quickly, again, Omnisend might be the best bet for you. Or if you're optimizing at scale and you need more advanced analytics, then Klaviyo might be the best play here. That being said, both platforms are powerful, but of course they do have slightly different needs, especially for different businesses at different sizes. That is literally everything in a bucket. You can see some strengths from Omnisend here, strengths from Klaviyo. All that being said, what I will say here is migration is one of those things that e-commerce brands keep putting off, even when they clearly feel like it's time to move on. So Omnisend's team now handles the entire migration process for brands looking to join their platform in just 5 days. You've got the link here if you do decide to migrate over to Omnisend. And of course, if you want to try Omnisend for yourself, just click my link here and you can literally get started with our best features, plus 35% off your first 3 months with my code TW35.
All right, let's wrap this up with my honest recommendation. If you are a data-driven team with the resources to fully leverage advanced analytics, predictive modeling, and you need deep omni-channel orchestration, including WhatsApp and mobile push, Klaviyo is your platform. It's built for enterprise-level brands with dedicated marketing teams. But the reality is, for 90% of e-commerce businesses watching this video, you need results fast. You want reliable support when things go wrong, and you don't have months to set up complex workflows. That's where Omnisend absolutely dominates. With 250 plus templates, you're launching professional campaigns in minutes, not weeks. And the pre-built automation flows mean you're generating revenue from day one. And when you hit a roadblock at 2 a.m., you've got award-winning 24/7 support ready to help. Plus, let's talk about the channels that actually matter for e-commerce: email, SMS, and web push. Omnisend gives you all three natively, whilst Klaviyo makes you work around the lack of web push notifications. So the bottom line here, for most e-commerce brands, Omnisend does, of course, deliver fast results, plus everything you need in one clean package. Whereas Klaviyo is definitely powerful, but that power comes with complexity that most businesses simply don't need. Now, if you want to try Omnisend for yourself, I've got a special link in the description that will get you started with that best features. Plus 35% off your first 3 months with my code TW35. And if you are still on the fence between these two, drop a comment with your business size and your main goals, and I'll personally recommend which platform makes sense for your current situation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.